Every single day, over 23 million people board trains in India. That's nearly the population of Australia traveling through railway platforms across the country, making Indian Railways one of the most extraordinary transportation networks in the world. But did you know this intricate web of trains started nearly 170 years ago as a colonial experiment? This is the story of Indian Railways, its history, challenges, and evolution, from its beginnings under British rule to its crowded platforms and its march toward modernization. Indian Railways began its journey on April 16, 1853, when the first passenger train ran between Mumbai, then Bombay, and Thane. This 34-kilometer route, powered by a steam locomotive, marked a groundbreaking achievement in a country where transportation relied primarily on bullock carts and footpaths. But why were the British so invested in developing railways in India? The primary reason was economic exploitation. The railways were designed to extract raw materials like cotton, tea, and jute from the hinterlands and transport them to port cities like Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai for shipment to British factories. By the late 19th century, India had become the largest exporter of raw cotton, fueling the textile mills in Manchester and Lancashire. Moreover, railways served to consolidate British control over the vast subcontinent. By connecting strategic cities and military outposts, the rail network enabled swift troop movements to suppress uprisings like the 1857 Indian Rebellion, which posed a significant threat to British rule. The railways thus became both a tool of economic extraction and an instrument of colonial governance. However, the construction of the railway lines often came at the expense of Indian workers and taxpayers. Indian laborers built the railways under harsh conditions, while the profits overwhelmingly flowed back to Britain. Even the rolling stock, including locomotives and rails, were imported from Britain, ensuring that the colonies remained dependent on the empire. Despite this colonial exploitation, the railways inadvertently sowed the seeds of unity. By connecting disparate regions, it enabled the movement of people, ideas, and goods, which would later play a significant role in India's independence movement. When India gained independence in 1947, the railways became a critical tool for unifying a newly formed nation. However, the challenges were immense. Approximately 8,000 kilometers of railway lines were lost to Pakistan during partition, disrupting key routes and displacing millions. The trains also became grim symbols of violence as they carried refugees fleeing communal riots between India and Pakistan. Despite these setbacks, the Indian government recognized the railway's potential to foster national integration and economic growth. By the 1950s, Indian Railways had become the fourth largest network in the world. It expanded to over 68,000 kilometers of track and 7,349 stations, handling an astounding 8.4 billion passengers annually, more than the entire population of the planet. Overcrowding remains one of the most pressing challenges Indian Railways faces. Some trains operate at up to 250% capacity, with passengers clinging to doors or even riding on rooftops. Viral images of packed trains highlight this stark reality in a country with over 1.4 billion people. The affordability of train travel is a key reason behind this phenomenon. A second-class ticket for a journey of over 100 kilometers costs as little as 50 rupees, about 60 cents, making it accessible to millions, especially in rural and suburban areas. In Mumbai alone, the suburban railway network carries 7.5 million passengers daily, often referred to as the city's lifeline. To address this, the government has added 12,000 new trains since 2014, upgraded existing lines, and introduced air-conditioned coaches on busy routes. Metro projects in cities like Delhi and Bengaluru are also helping reduce the burden on the railways. Indian Railways offers a variety of experiences that cater to different needs. Intercity trains like the Rajdhani Express, Shatabdi Express, and Duronto Express are known for speed and comfort, connecting major cities efficiently. On the other hand, luxury trains such as the Palace on Wheels and Maharajas Express provide a royal experience, complete with gourmet dining and lavish interiors. For the more adventurous traveler, the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, operates steam engines offering spectacular views of the Himalayan foothills. These trains highlight the timeless charm of rail travel and reflect the cultural significance of trains in India. The railways are deeply woven into India's cultural fabric, from Bollywood scenes like Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge that immortalized romantic train journeys to chaiwalas serving tea on crowded platforms. Indian Railways is more than transportation. It's a way of life. Economically, the railways play a critical role, transporting 1.2 billion tons of freight annually, which fuels industries and commerce. They are also the world's largest employer, with over 1.3 million employees, underscoring their importance to the nation's economy and workforce. Indian Railways is undergoing a massive transformation. The Mumbai-Ahmedabad high-speed rail project, popularly known as the bullet train, is set to cover 508 kilometers in just 2 hours, ushering in a new era of travel. Electrification is another major focus, with 85% of the network already electrified. The goal is to achieve 100% electrification by 2030, reducing carbon emissions and operational costs. The railways are also investing in renewable energy, with 1 gigawatt of solar power capacity being installed on lands and rooftops. This aligns with India's sustainability goals and ensures that railways remain both efficient and environmentally responsible. The story of Indian Railways is one of transformation, resilience, and growth. From its colonial origins to its status as a national lifeline, this vast network has evolved into a symbol of unity and progress. While challenges like overcrowding and modernization remain, Indian Railways continues to move the nation, literally and figuratively. Every train journey tells a story, whether it's the crowded commuter rushing to work or the tourist marveling at India's diverse landscapes. As Indian Railways steps into the future with high-speed trains, electrification, and sustainability initiatives, it reminds us that this isn't just a transportation network, it's the heartbeat of a nation.